have the pleasure of sitting down with Dr. Ford at Beautiful Vision here in South Florida. Dr. Ford has a unique subspecialty in oculoplasty with an emphasis on cosmetics. Thank you so much, Dr. Ford, for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me.
So tell me a little bit about what made you get into this wonderful world of cosmetics.
Well, you know how sometimes things choose you don't necessarily choose them. When I started in medical school, I knew I wanted to be a surgeon, and I definitely understood that that was probably more a fit for me. The ophthalmology and plastic surgery came sort of much later. I originally started out in general surgery. I thought I might be a plastic surgeon or a transplant surgeon, and even moved on into my internship in general surgery. And then after starting it, I realized that I kind of wanted more of a long-term committed relationship with my patients and still operate on them. And I was just lucky to get matched up with an ophthalmology resident. We became really good friends, and I felt like it was a much better fit for me than general surgery, so I switched.
Wonderful.
Yep.
Thank you so much. How long have you had your successful practice?
Well, we've been here, this is going into the 4th year that we're actually seeing patients here in this location. So I've been practicing for a lot longer than I've had my own practice. I've had this practice since 2013.
Oh, wonderful. So what made you want to bring in the Viora platform device?
Well, I tried several of the other, of the lines, the machines out there, and as a cosmetics person, I do fillers and Botox and do surgery, but a lot of people today are moving away from the invasive treatments, especially if they've never done anything. They're very afraid to just start out with surgery, and they're much more inclined to do something that they don't have to get a cut with them. So I was looking for a device that would really focus on eyes, where I could really make a real difference in what I was seeing around their eyes, give them a true, improvement without actually having to operate.
Oh, that's wonderful. So what does the Viora platform provide for the patient?
Well, it's kind of impressive because there's so many treatment modalities there. Once you begin to work on one part of the face, then the person starts realizing there are other things they want to do as well. So not only does it, help them with bagginess around the eyes, loose skin, crow's feet, then we can work on fat reduction, we can work on skin rejuvenation, we can work on tightening of the skin. Wow. And when we combine those things, we're talking now maybe a non-invasive facelift type feeling without actually having to do a full facelift. So it's kind of impressive.
It's amazing. You can really do head to toe with this device.
So many things.
It's amazing what this world does, what we've created in this cosmetic world.
Yes, it's impressive, and it does work. And that's the other thing that's very important. We don't want to just give someone a treatment just so they can feel like something happened. We need to be able to show them that they are going to get an effect. And I really like that about the machine. Even when I tried it on myself, I felt like I immediately noticed a difference. And as a woman who's also concerned about how I look, that kind of thing is important to me, so I know it's going to be important to my patients as well.
So you said that you noticed a result after the first time. Will most patients see a result after one?
I want to say yes. I would be inclined to say yes. I mean, even if it's not, a drastic change, you really do see a change. You see a tightening, you see the skin lifted, you can see like the shine and the brightness in the skin almost immediately. So I would say the majority of people should expect to notice a change after that first treatment.
And we all want that.
Yes, exactly.
So what other treatments do you offer for tailored and combined treatments for your patients?
Well, I definitely do individual consultations on every patient because your age, the quality of your skin, how much sun damage you have, it's all important. So I am a surgeon, so I can do surgery on patients. I just pretty much focus on facial plastic surgery. But then, we have these non-invasive treatments. We love the Viora platform. We have several other instruments and machines that we use. We also do Botox. We also do fillers, all the fillers, Restylane, Juvederm, Bolatero. We also offer some mesotherapy treatments, and we try to come up with what is specifically needed in each individual case. So we pretty much can come up with something for anybody.
So you really tailor a customized treatment plan for that individual.
That's the best thing to do, especially since we want everybody to get the positive results that they're looking for.
That's
so,
wonderful.
Yeah.
So what makes Beautiful Vision different than other aesthetic offices out there?
Well, I like to think I'm different. So my personality is different. I've got a much varied background than the average physician. I'm a mom. I have 2 sons. I was a teacher before this. I've done a lot of other things. So we kind of like to put ourselves in the place of every patient that's coming in. Even when I designed my practice, I pretty much thought about everything I hate when I go to the doctor's office and tried to correct that. So we don't have long waiting periods. We're very responsive to people. We generally do sit down and talk to everyone. We try to think about, people's personal life and what they need when they come in. We offer a variety of, financial options for people so they can afford to do the things that we're doing here. This is kind of interesting about me, but as I said, I was a teacher before this, so I kind of understand, there are a lot of professions out there where you really need to look your best, but sometimes these treatments can be a little bit pricey and they're difficult to afford. So we've come up with a lot of, I think, unique payment plans. We have a membership program here where we have about 3 levels of membership where, depending on how much you can afford to pay every month, you're entitled to a number of services, and we're trying to give people something valuable that they're actually going to get results with. So I definitely think that's unique in South Florida.
That sounds wonderful. So really anybody out there will be able to get
Anybody out there should, if you've thought about doing something and the financial aspect of it was a hindrance, definitely consider coming in and talking to us. I know there's something that we can do to help you be able to meet your goals. If you're afraid to do something, this is a great place to start. I mean, I've been told that I'm the most calming person there is. I've been told that I have hands like an angel, los manos de un angelita.
Absolutely.
And, people are calmed by my presence, I think, because I understand. I definitely get it. As a woman, I definitely don't ignore those irritations that we have. If you feel like you have a problem, you have a problem.
Absolutely unique.
Exactly.
When a patient comes to see you, what do you want to provide them with? How do you want to make them feel when leaving here?
Well, we really want people to feel comfortable. We want them to feel listened to. We have a great staff. I mean, people are very friendly. I'm from North Carolina. That's just that Southern girl in me. And I want them to feel that their problems were actually solved. So I know a lot of times people, they go to the doctor, they have a lot of questions they didn't ask. They were too afraid to ask. They leave because they feel rushed. They forget what they were trying to do. And what we want them to know is that you're really family here. When people come in, they start hugging people because they've been talking to us on the phone. We're here to help you, and that we're not going to leave anybody alone with that problem. So you come, we're going to fix it,
Do you have a success story that really sticks out in your mind that you would like to share?
Well, as I mentioned, I'm an oculoplastic surgeon. So yes, I have a strong love for cosmetics, but I also take care of trauma and emergencies and things of that nature. And just recently we had a wonderful family come in, a great father. He came in after playing basketball. Somehow he got hit in the eye and it literally avulsed his entire upper lid. So that means that his eyelid was sort of hanging off when he came in. And so it was during the middle of the day. We had a full clinic. We were able to see him, do his surgery right here in the office, correct his eyelid, fix it, let him go home. He did this great Facebook thank you to me, unbeknownst to me, where he showed all his befores and afters.
I met this awesome oculoplastic surgeon, Dr. Francis Ann, and I was just so elated. I was so welcomed when I went to her practice. It was funny because right after the emergency room, once they discharged me, they say, hey, listen, you need to go right now to the eye specialist because you're going to need some cosmetic surgery done. And I'm like, what? Anyway, long story short, I got there. She opened the door and came out, and I would have thought that she already knew who I was. She was just so welcoming. Yes, this sister was welcoming. She just made it so, the experience was just amazing. That's all I had to say.
So now the final question, and probably the most important, how do they schedule an appointment with you?
Well, there are lots of ways to schedule an appointment. First, they can go to our website, www.beautifulvision.com, and we actually can allow someone to schedule their own appointment online. They can go through their portal and put their information. They can give us a call at our office, 954-674-2255. We'll be happy to schedule it with them if they give us a call. And they can also call. We have another number that they can call and go online or text us, and we will be able to respond that way. We also have a great Facebook page. They can message us on Facebook, and we'll respond there too.
Nice and easy.
Yep.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you. So nice to have you, and thank you again for coming in to talk about this great practice that we have.
Absolutely.
Thank you. So right now we're doing the V-form technology on Vivian here, and what we're doing is targeting her enlarged fat cells. A lot of us know that as cellulite. She's very unhappy about that, and so we're going to be working with this technology to break down that cellulite and give her back that smooth, pretty skin that she's remembering from when she was younger. So this treatment is very comfortable. You can see it's like using a vacuum. It's just a warming sensation that she feels, gently sucking up the tissue and releasing. We're just gliding softly over her skin, and she's not having any pain. Is that right, Vivian?
No pain.
No pain, that's great. Now, even though this technique is great for the reduction of cellulite, we also use it for other things. We can use this to, or what we call circumferential reduction, for people who need to kind of lose inches. We also can use it for people who have, really excessive skin. For example, somebody who's gone through a rapid weight loss, who has extra skin, we can work on tightening that skin with this. A mom who's just had a baby, who wants to tighten her stomach after she's had that. Someone who has like some loose skin around their jowls, under the chin, any fat in those areas that you want to reduce as well. This is a great treatment for that. Okay, so even though we're using this kind of large applicator, we actually have a much smaller one that we can use in different parts of the body. For example, the face, or areas that might not be as easy and plainer as this, so that we can minimize any pain. We can actually get into those areas a little bit better, very specifically around the face, under the eyes, around the jowls, those areas that are not necessarily easy to reach or planar like this. We have a much smaller adapter that we can use to actually still really focus in on those areas and really target that fat there. Now, other areas of the body that we can use, or that we can use this treatment on, are the knees. Some women don't like the fat over their knees. Other really common area for women is the backs of the arms, where you might have an extra bit of fat there when you lift your arms. We can go on the backs of the arms. We can actually reduce what some of us call bat wings. We can get those tightened up. Around the jawline is another area that we can use this easily with the smaller adapter, of course. ¿Cómo está con el tratamiento? ¿Cómo sientas?
Sí, me siento bien. Se siente como que está chupando así, como poquito a poquito.
¿Te duele?
No, para nada, no me duele nada.
¿Estás muy cómodo con esa?
Sí, estoy muy cómoda aquí. Se siente solamente como un masaje.
Ay, perfecto. Si una persona va a pedirte cómo está con el tratamiento, ¿qué tipo de aviso que tú puedes dar a esta persona, consejo con esos tipos de tratamientos?
Bueno, la verdad que lo recomiendo, porque yo estoy viendo la diferencia. Estoy muy contenta porque sé que dentro de poco voy a estar donde yo quiero.
Si una persona tiene miedo para empezar con un tratamiento así, ¿qué tú vas a decir a esta persona?
Oh, no, para nada, es como un masaje. Así que mejor venga y relájese y goce mucho y la doctora es excelente.
Excelente. ¿Y los resultados que pueden expectar?
Magnífico, me encanta todo.
Qué bueno.
Sí.
Excelente, ¿ya? Okay, Vivian, so just for the people at home who've never tried this kind of treatment, what would you say to them about how you're feeling now?
Oh, I love it. It feels like I'm getting a nice massage on my legs, nice and I feel very comfortable.
Great. And how about pain? Would you say you have any pain with the treatment?
Oh no, nothing at all. It's just a nice little suction going on and I'm very comfortable, very at ease.
Wonderful, wonderful. Now let's say someone is interested in doing something like this, but they are scared to try it. What would you say to that person?
Oh, don't be. This is, like I said, it's, you're just feeling like you're having a nice massage, and the doctor, she's excellent. So she makes you feel at ease, and it's really nothing to worry about because it's very, very comfortable.
And what about your results so far? What are you thinking about the treatment so far?
Well, I am very excited because I really, I can see the difference, and I'm excited for the future, for what's to come. A few more sessions and I know I'll be where I want to be.
Well, that's great. That's wonderful. I'm sure anybody who listens to that will feel excited about trying it too.
Definitely, and I mean, I know that I'm in good hands with you, doctor, because I'm very picky and you're pickier. So I love it.
In a good way.
Yes, yes, you're a perfectionist, so I like that.
Okay, so with this treatment, we're using radio frequency, and that's going to produce heat, and that heat production is going to end up stimulating collagen that will serve to tighten the skin around the eyes. So this is a really delicate area, and so this instrument is kind of great for this. There's no pain. We can get really, really close to the eye and really get around to where the crow's feet are without really causing pain for the patient. It's not nerve-wracking, the patient's not fearful because there's no pain. Now, with this treatment, we're utilizing radio frequency technology, and that technology will generate heat. That heat will then stimulate collagen, which will serve to tighten the skin. Now, why I really like this tool is that it's very, very fine. We can get really, really close to the eye without fear that we're going to cause any problems or damage anything. It's very gentle, the treatment works really well, and the patient's very, very comfortable. Okay, so this is a great treatment for skin tightening. It's great for men, and specifically in women, this is great for scars, for stretch marks. We actually can also use it on the labia to improve the appearance of the labia, very much so for vaginal rejuvenation. Again, it's really gentle in these really sensitive areas, so we don't have to be afraid that we're going to create pain or have a difficult experience with it. This is just a great treatment to use in a lot of different areas. Okay, now, in addition to the eyes, some other areas that we can use to treat with this are the forehead. We can do the lips. We can do the neck, under the jaw. We can do the décolletage. We can do the hands as well. We can use this for skin tightening in any number of areas. So Claude, we're doing the treatment on you, and just want to know, how does this feel?
I only feel a little mild heat, and except that, nothing.
Any pain at all?
Nothing, no pain.
And if you had people that asked you about doing this procedure, if they had fear to start with this procedure, what would you say?
I would highly recommend saying you just lay there and enjoy the treatment.
Oh, that's wonderful. Now, with this treatment, we're using intense pulse light therapy, and we're going to be able to target different chromophores in the body for different treatment modalities. Now, with this one, we can work on hyperpigmentation, we can work on hair removal, we can work on skin rejuvenation, and we can also work on venous lesions. So that can be like dark spots or some veins that might be a little bit pigmented. But on you, we're actually going to focus here on your upper chest wall, because here in South Florida we get a lot of sun, and we can start to get damage from that sun that will give us some hyperpigmented sunspots. And so we're going to use this treatment to try to even out that texture and even out the skin coloring here. Okay, so you're going to see a bright flash of light. And that's not to startle you, but just to let you know, okay? So we're going to get started, okay? Okay. There we go. You should feel really comfortable with this. We're just going to work over here on this side. Another great treatment that we can do, we can use this to treat acne, and we use specifically blue light for that. So anybody who's suffering from acne, this is a great way to try to fight that, and we can use it in combination with other therapies, but it's very good for actually clearing up acne and works really quickly on that as well. One of the great things about Viora's machine is that we can actually treat all types of skin. It's comfortable for all skin types. All 6 of the Fitzpatrick skin types can be treated safely with this device without pain and with very good results. We're going to start the treatment on you now, Vivian. And here we go. Here's your pulse. And just let me know, how's that feeling for you?
Just a little warm.
Okay, so no pain?
No pain at all.
All right, perfect. That's wonderful. Hoy mismo vamos a hacer un tratamiento que usamos una luz intenso con pulsa de luz. Este tratamiento es tan bueno porque podemos usar para mejorar la piel, la condición de piel, si tenemos manchas oscuras, si hay problemas de acné en la piel, si necesitamos quitar piel, si una persona tiene un piel muy curso o tiene curvas o quiere quitar en la cara, es un tratamiento magnífico por eso. Y si hay áreas de vasos que son dañados o muy oscuros, podemos usar la luz para ayudar con esa. ¿Ok? Vamos a empezar el tratamiento. Vivian, tú vas a decirnos si tiene dolor. ¿Ok? Puedes prepararte. Vas a ver una luz muy brillante. Pero si hay dolor, solamente tienes que decirlo. ¿Ok? Ok, vamos a empezar. ¿Ok? Vamos a hacer el otro lado. ¿Cómo está?
No se siente casi nada, solo un poquitito de calor.
Excelente. No pinchacita, no te duele con eso.
No
Perfecto. Si hay una persona que nunca hizo un procedimiento así y tiene miedo, ¿qué vas a decir a esta persona? Si está interesado para hacerlo, pero tiene un poquito miedo.
Que no tenga miedo, esto no duele y los resultados son fabulosos.
Ay, perfecto.